Is food noise screaming in your head while your family eats whatever they want? One bite and cravings take over, derailing you for days. Here's the truth. If someone in your house couldn't handle alcohol, nobody would say, just ignore the beer in the fridge. Yet that's the advice you get for cravings. You clicked this video because you are done struggling and ready to take control. But without your family's support, it's a losing battle. In this video, I'm sharing the exact steps to take and scripts to use so you can sit down with your family and present the case for why they need to get on board, how to prep, what to say, and how to handle pushback so you can silence that food noise and win. I'm Sharrell, 65, living in Lake Chapala, Mexico with my husband Andy and my service dog Sebastian. I'm not a doctor or an Instagram success story, just an ordinary retiree who's been on a 100-pound weight loss roller coaster for 45 years. Last year, Women's World magazine featured me 3 times for losing 100 pounds. I was even on the cover featuring Dr. Chafee and the Harvard Carnivore study. But what they didn't know, right after the photographer left, I dived back into the carb ditch yet again and gained back 50 pounds again. That's when I realized it wasn't just food. It was nonstop food noise and cravings I couldn't shut off. So I started this channel to find answers, hold myself accountable, and finally keep the weight off. And if you're battling food noise and cravings like I am, I believe we can do this together. Let's lay the foundation to make it happen with science. Before you talk to your family, you need to understand what you're up against because they don't. When you share what's behind your struggle, they're more likely to get on board. Food noise, it's not your imagination, it's biology. And here are 4 research-backed facts. First, MRI scans show sugar and refined carbs light up the same brain pathways as cocaine and fully addict some of us. And once we're hooked, getting off them is as hard as getting off heroin. Second, studies from Yale and Princeton show sugar withdrawal causes anxiety, irritability, depression, and intense cravings for up to 2 months, and I know it because I'm in it. Third, even if you're not a full-blown addict like me, Dr. Robert Lustig's research shows that constant carbs spike insulin and block leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. Translation, your brain can't tell you're satisfied no matter how much you eat. So you can't find a way to shut off the desire for more, something more. Over the decades, these pathways were deeply carved into our brains, and it will take a significant amount of time to rewire and get new behaviors. And fourth, it's now been determined that humans live on a metabolic spectrum. Some, like your family, can eat anything without issue, while others, like us, need few, if any, carbs and no sugar to succeed. I created a free 18-page guide called The Body Warning System Your Doctor Never Taught You. It has 3 checklists for hidden sugar issues, inflammation, and conditions like lipedema that I had and were never diagnosed. Drop checklists in the comments and I'll send you the link. And share this video with somebody who needs to understand this science that we're up against. Now that you have some scientific facts at your fingertips, you can use them to craft statements like, scientists have proven sugar hits my brain like cocaine, and for me, that is a real struggle. When I eat these foods, my brain can't signal stop eating like yours. Or, insulin levels block the hormone that tells me I am full, so my hunger switch is broken. Or, research shows people like me face withdrawal symptoms when cutting sugar, just like drug addicts. That's why I can't just moderate like you can, and I need your help. Science is your foundation, but to get your family support, you'll also need to pinpoint the exact foods that hijack your brain. So for step 1, I'm going to walk you through identifying your specific trigger foods, because you can't ask your family to change everything or anything until you know exactly what flips your craving switch. And vague requests like junk food, that doesn't work. They need precise, actionable items. So start with sugar-based foods like cookies, candy, ice cream, pastries. Which ones trigger you? Not cookies, but Oreos and those Costco shortbreads. Next, refined carbs. Chips, crackers, bread, pasta. Is it Cheetos or Doritos? Name your culprit. Then, you got to think about the combos, the processed combos like pizza, fast food with sugar, fat, and salt. Again, be specific to show you are serious and have given this thought. Some trigger foods are also your family meal staples like pasta, bread, rice. Does the dinner roll spark more cravings? Do mashed potatoes start an evening snack spiral? Can you handle a slice of birthday cake, or does that unleash days of cravings? You've got to give it some thought. You got to decide what can stay and what has to go. And the test question is, can I have one and walk away clean? Or does it trigger cravings within 24 hours? If it's cravings, it's a trigger food, period. What is your biggest trigger food? Drop it in the comments and I'll bet others can relate. Mine is cheesecake. Armed with this, you're ready now to ask for the support you need, but it's not enough to ask. You got to present the case like your life depends on it, because guess what? It does. So for step 2, I'm going to walk you through how to prepare for this very serious conversation. Your family has seen you struggle before, so they might be skeptical. This time, though, you're going to show them it's not about convenience. It's about saving your life to be there for them. And I don't want you to wing this conversation because it is too important. Preparation is key. Delivery is everything. So write out a script if you need to. It's okay to say, this is so important to me, I'm going to read some things to stay clear in spite of being nervous. Open with something like this. I need to talk about something that affects my health and our family's future. It's not about dieting. It is life or death. And I'm not being dramatic. Science proves sugar and carbs hit my brain hard. And I've identified my trigger foods, and I need your help removing them to get my life back. Now, I'm going to give you 3 options to present, and I have successfully used all of these at various times to succeed. However, if you're my age and the food noise is as strong as it is with me, truthfully, you're going to have to fight hard for option 1 because it's your best shot. Dropping back to option 2, or even worse, option 3, is really going to put you on your back foot, and I want you to succeed here. So option 1, complete house clearing. I need every trigger food out of the house, not hidden, gone. This isn't vanity, it's life or death. And when they push back, I want you to pull out all the stops and hit back hard. Do you love me enough to do this? If I couldn't handle alcohol, would you keep beer in the fridge? If I'd had a heart attack, would you be pushing back right now? Do you want me here for the long haul? Or are you still okay watching me destroy my health? Because that's what I've been doing. And I want you to fight for this because it is your strongest chance. If it fails, go immediately for option 2, secure lockdown. Since you won't clear the house for me, we're going to have to keep my trigger foods in a locked container in the garage, and you can only have the combination. And you can only bring them out when I am not in the house. I'm not sure this is going to work, but at least it will give me a fighting chance. And again, pull out the stops. Last resort, option 3, kitchen zones. Say, if you can only manage separate cabinets, I'm going to try. But if I slip, it won't be from a lack of effort. It'll be because my environment is going to be working against me. You all are expecting a drug addict to detox with the drugs all around them, and that's not realistic. But if that's what I've got, that's what I've got. Have you ever tried to ask for support like this? If you have, share your experience in the comments and send this video to someone who needs to have this talk, because I've had it. It's hard, but it can work. But they're going to push back. So in step 3, we are going to prepare you to expect it, to plan out your comebacks, so you have the best shot at turning their objections into understanding and willingness. Here's the playbook. For any objection, use this 4-step approach. First, acknowledge their concern. I get that this feels hard. Redirect to what matters, but this is about my health. Reframe. If I had any other health condition, we would be adjusting. And then make your request. So I'm asking you to help remove these trigger foods while I get a handle on this. Stay calm, stay steady. You're not debating for sport. You are fighting for your life. So if they say variety is healthy, for most, yes. For me, variety fuels my cravings. Stability will keep me sane. When Grandpa couldn't have salt after his heart attack, we adjusted, and this time, for me, it's no different. If they say, this seems too extreme, you say, extreme is living with cravings and constant food noise every single day. This, what I'm asking, it's moderate compared to waiting for me to hit a health crisis and then acting. What about family meals? Connection matters more than identical plates. I can sit with you. I just need different food. They say, we don't want to give up your trigger foods. They're not our problem. You got to say, I'm not asking you to give them up. I'm just asking you to get them out of the house. Eat them at work. Eat them at school. Eat them with your friends. Just eat them when I'm not home. Well, you've already tried and failed before. You're right, I failed, but I failed alone. Now I know the science, and I need your support and your help. This is unfair. What's unfair is asking me to live with triggers all around me. I'm not after control. I'm fighting for my survival. Families support each other's health challenges, and that is a lesson worth learning for this family. Like I said, start with option 1, clearing all the trigger foods. Fight, fight, fight. Compromise if needed. Handle the objections. Have your responses written out and close with love. This is about staying healthy, you guys, for the moments that matter to our family's future. And I want you to practice your opening until it feels natural, till you feel calm and clear and you've woven in love. Go at them with love because your family loves you, but they've seen this for years and years, and this is a line you've got to draw, and you've got to make a change. You've got to pivot. Show them you're serious. It's not forever, but you need them. You need their help. And then you're going to have to expect follow-ups because they might agree, but they're going to slip. They're going to forget. They're going to make exceptions. The stuff's going to creep in just this once. So don't get mad. You need to say, I know you agreed to help, but trigger foods are back, and my brain doesn't see just once. It sees it's now available. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I got to stay consistent here. And be prepared. You might have to do this on a regular basis. And it's not failure. It's not lack of love. It's just hard to change family dynamics. But if you follow these things, this can be freedom for you. And for step-by-step help, climbing out, check the Climb Out of the Carb Ditch playlist. It tracks our journey week by week from down in the mud for 18 months, showing you exactly how we climbed out, failed, climbed out, struggled. And seeing us do it, that could make it easier for you. So give it a watch. What do you have to lose?